I just got back from Tokyo where I helped Alex Rose take third in the world in the men's discus at the Track and Field World Championships. I'm Doc John from Mobility Doc, and I wanted to do a little bit of a recap of my experience. My Boston partner in crime, Dr. Chloe Gostigan, and I traveled out to Tokyo to watch 6 of our patients compete in men's and women's discus, shot put, and hammer. And it was just honestly incredible. Not relevant to throwing, but first of all, Tokyo is one of the cleanest, safest, happiest places I've been. People are just so considerate, and if you ever get the chance, whether it's for a sporting event or just your own personal enjoyment, I highly recommend getting to Tokyo. It's incredible. The stadium is amazing. It's pretty astounding how large it is, how long it takes to just get from one side to the next, which can be kind of tricky when you're trying to run during the finals of the discus closer to Alex, so that way I could literally get as close as possible to clap and cheer him on. And I figured to get into a little bit of that night. Those of you who are paying attention to the final day of the World Championships, it was a mess and incredible. And I say a mess because it was just raining so hard. And the runners all ran through that. They ran the 4x4s, the 4x1s, and all the other events through the floods, but they actually delayed the throwers until the very end. And there are all these clips of just massive humans falling because they did try to begin the men's discus session and it just wasn't happening. They just couldn't get enough traction and these guys were going down hard. So ultimately, I think it was 10:30 at night, they literally did the closing ceremonies before they even started the men's discus. I should say, before they even restarted the men's discus from the very beginning, which I had never seen before, but they began all over again with the finals. And it just kept raining, and it was incredible because I honestly think that Alex has put in so much work over the past 10, 15, 20 years. I've been with him for a decade now. What's been most notable with Alex is that when I first met him, he lacked a good bit of flexibility. He actually didn't have the passive range of motion to comfortably get into his rotation in the specific direction that he was rotating, which was pretty interesting because when I met him and also Sam Mattis at the same time, they both had some flexibility issues, and you would expect that depending on the sidedness of your throw, you're going to lack some range of motion because you need more in the direction that you throw. But in Alex's case, he actually lacked range of motion in the direction that he needed. So that was one of the first things we worked on. And when I was in Tokyo and I was at the hotel that was housing all of the country's athletes and their coaches, I forget if it was the 20th, 24th floor. That was the physio level. And when I was working with Alex the day before and also the day of the competition, what I was doing was trying to make sure that he could comfortably get in his positions, because it's important that you can actually get from A to B without experiencing friction. And, Alex had surgery 10 months ago. His wife just had their second child 4 months ago. He has all of these reasons to be stiff, to have tension, all of these outside stressors, and he's been trying to ramp back up to this very moment of the World Championships. And because he is such a pro, he hit the qualifier, but there was still work that had to be done. So Alex has improved tremendously from the time that I met him 10 years ago in his mobility, in his flexibility, his stability and strength, because of the work that he's done by himself with his coach and my best friend, Dane Miller, but also because of the primers that I've given him, of the work that we've done together through multiple surgeries, through all of these outside stressors. And it all culminated in one of the most incredible moments of my life, and I know his life and Dane's life, where literally got third in the world. First male Pacific Islander to ever get a medal at Track and Field World Championships. First Samoan to ever get a medal at all at a Track and Field World Championships. It was incredible. By the time that session finished, It was about midnight. By the time they did the medal ceremony, it was like 1 in the morning, maybe 12:30 in the morning. By the time we got back to the hotel and I could finally hold the medal, which was incredible. It's insane how heavy and just detailed and beautiful this thing was. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, and it was at that point that I went to sleep, but Alex and Dane continued, and Alex finally got to eat dinner. I didn't want to take up too much time on this thought, but if you're interested in what Alex has done over the years and more recently to be able to continue to get strong and stay healthy and come back from unexpected injuries. We're going to link in here videos of the primers that I've created for him and everyone else at this level to be able to stay healthy, to throw further, to be able to move faster without breaking down, to be able to be as powerful as possible with as much control as possible. And also, there's a 4-week program covering mobility for throwers that we'll also link in here if you're interested. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below, like, subscribe, share, make sure you're getting our notifications. We appreciate you. Thank you for watching.